can take a 2-minute sit or you can start. Your Excellency, yeah, you can choose. You can choose. Prime, the Deputy President. And Your Excellency, you gave a promise to Kenyans that government of Kenya will be able to budget and allocate 50 billion shillings per year. Your Excellency, this is about financial inclusion, financial literacy, digital literacy across the country. Today, that time, Your Excellency, we were talking about simulation. Today, we are talking of a story. We have traveled the journey. Today is exactly 7 days. This is the youngest fund in Kenya, but the largest fund at the same time. So, Your Excellency, I'll take you about 2 minutes to just show you and demonstrate the journey we've traveled since November 30th last year. Your Excellency, to access this fund, you go to a USSD code *254, and then that takes you to the page of the Hustler Fund. Your Excellency, this is the journey we've traveled. The first product is personal loan product. You can see from here, in November, that one day, we recorded 410,000 subscribers. In December, we recorded 16.1 million subscribers. Over time, this month of June, 210,000 were subscribers. In total, Your Excellency, we have been able to register borrowers. 17.2 of those 20.56 are borrowing currently under personal loan. Now, these are the features and the statistics that we are generating from that. Gender distribution. The men are 53%, women 47%. And I think that's about training. We need to do training because I believe women are could be the biggest beneficiaries. Look at the phone type. The feature phone is 55%, meaning truly the borrowers are hustlers, and the smartphone is 45%. Now look at also the distribution in terms of counties. The lowest county is 51,000 subscribers, and the highest, which is Nairobi, is 2 million subscribers, which is almost related to the population distribution across the country. Also, it tells you the fund is equitable. It spreads across the country. Next page, please. Now, the personal loan product, this is the repayment. The county of Nyeri are good people, generally, in terms of payment and honoring debts. And you can see from this number, 76% are paying, Kiambu and all the way. That is how the payment and the demographics we are generating. Now, you go to the next one, the group loan product. Your Excellency, on the 1st of June, during Madaraka Day in Embu, you launched the second product. The number of groups we have been able to register so far, as of today, this morning, is 273,746. The ones that are active and ready to borrow are 26,220, meaning 9.6 of the groups that have been formed. The average, the number of members is approximately 1 million who have borrowed. Now, the ones who have been approved is 6.7. The one undergoing approval is 333. The average ticket, the average loan which has been disbursed is 77 million, and the number of loans that have been issued is 11,000, and the groups that have borrowed are 11,431. Now, the other information we are getting, the average ticket now to the groups is 6,739, and the highest ticket, the highest group that has borrowed is 54,000. Our journey is to move from our highest ticket will be 200,000 when the groups attain their limit. The loan repayment we've also recorded. Now, when it comes to group, you see the disparity widens. There are more men who are borrowing under groups, 58%, women are 42%. Basically, we think it's about training, sensitization, and capacity building. Now, look at the average age of borrowers. Over 18 to 29, the character and the age of the group is 43%. Basically saying these are youth. And then you go to below 50%.
You're saying 70% of the borrowers are below the age of 39?
39, yes, sir.
That is 70%?
70%.
When you go to the average ticket size,
yes,
our plan was they should be between 20,000 and 200,000.
200,000, Excellency.
So the highest at the moment
is 54,000.
54. That's the highest ticket
so far?
So far.
But they are on a journey. As they borrow and repay, we keep changing the limit and raising up. And I believe and again, it depends on the group. If the group has it's made of members who participated in the first Hustler Fund. So if you borrowed and paid on time, then your credit score is very high. So the average of the members gives you the limit for that group. So let's go to the next page, please. So registration and formalization, you see we have this e-certificate from MSEA as part of onboarding, and there is a graduation we are building and partnership we are forming. If you allow me, let me allow the PS to just take us through the formalization and partnership. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. This has proven to be the most productive digital financing product across the globe. So here, the story we are telling here is that all the Hustler Fund beneficiaries with positive credit score can now be graduated from the personal loan to the second loan, which you are having right now, product which is Chama. And then in the next 2 months, we'll be launching the SME loan and also the startup loan. But again, there is an opportunity now to graduate them based on their positive credit to the Youth Enterprise Fund loan, to Wezo Fund, and also for those ones who are interested in borrowing loans to invest in the manufacturing sector to the level of 20 million shillings, they can also access through KIE without necessarily providing collaterals, because now we are building a culture of credit score. Let's move on. And again, through this product, we've been having conversation with a development partner. The financing gap in Kenya, as far as MSME is concerned, is 20 billion USD. And now they are willing to take on board all the Hustler Fund beneficiaries, the 20+ million Kenyans who have subscribed through that and have registered credit score. We scaled them up so that they can move from micro, small, medium, and eventually to large enterprises. So far we have commitments, we have commitment from the World Bank. We are working on the 3 programs with them, which will benefit the Hustler Fund beneficiaries who have positive credit score. We have KFW, who have put in 3 billion Kenyan shillings to support entrepreneurship development, again, of the Hustler Fund beneficiaries. We have ADB, JICA, EU, and many other partners coming on board. And also we've had expression from the commercial banks, including KCB. In fact, KCB were asking us, when can we start lending to these 7 million regular borrowers of the Hustler Fund? And we are working out that. We are nurturing a culture of credit score. As you know, we didn't have that culture. Already the 7 million Kenyans who had been listed in the credit bureau have now successfully been rehabilitated, and now they can be integrated back to the economy. We're also working with the private sector to create a reliable credit score based on alternative data driven by opportunities. For example, those who are investing in our priority value chains, dairy, leather, building and construction, can now have a metric that can support them to access higher. And Your Excellency, here we are promoting a saving and investment culture. I didn't see you with your phone because you were first Hustler Fund beneficiary. You would have checked your saving balance. But I know Mheshimiwa Lelengemit can be able to check. She has been a very good borrower. As I take His Excellency through this slide, start checking your saving balance for us. And here so far, through the mandatory savings, we've been able to mobilize about 1.6 billion in just 8 months. And also, we can talk of a voluntary saving, which we just launched 3 months ago, that is now has risen to 60 million. Through this culture of saving and investment, we are asking our hustlers can now invest in housing, can invest in health insurance, in education, and any other program that can benefit them in future. We are now, Your Excellency, through this particular progress, we are now transiting our society from social protection to social security. Market linkages, again, Your Excellency, we want to create a virtual market to enhance access to market both local and globally for over 20 million MSMEs that we have in Kenya.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you very much. Maybe the last one is the power of partnership, public-private partnership. Without the private sector, Safaricom, Airtel, Telcom, KCB, Family Bank, we would not be where we are. So we are showcasing the power of public-private partnership. And that platform we are creating will create e-commerce. 20 million people can create a powerful e-commerce. The aggregation centers we are building in our counties will be a very good area where we can also showcase the Hustler Fund. Your Excellency.
Thank you very much, Waziri. I think the success of the Hustler Fund that is built on a digital platform speaks to the whole of government approach to digitizing government services. 20 million Kenyans, 17 million borrowers, 7.1 million regular borrowers on the Hustler Fund have been able to transact with government, with the Hustler Fund, without knowing anybody. They didn't have to go to no office, they didn't have to speak to nobody, they didn't have to pay no one. Each and every member of our society has been able to access, and the numbers are here. They speak for themselves. County by county, we have 2 million people in Nairobi County. We have 1.1 million people in Kiambu, 848 million in Nakuru, all the way Kwale, 270,000, not million, 270,000 people. Nyandarua, 200,000 people. Elgeyo Marakwet, 140. So all these Kenyans, Homa Bay, Migori, 322. Taita Taveta, or that's what? Trans Nzoia, 327. Embu, 278,000. All these Kenyans have been able to access this financial government service without having to talk to anybody. It is the same reason why today we are launching another 5,000 government services that will travel the same journey as the Hustler Fund. You don't have to know anybody. You don't have to go to no office. You can actually interact with government, access government service, pay for government service without having to go to no office or to see anybody or to bribe anybody or to influence anybody. That is the kind of government we are building. On a digital platform, using technology, we can make government efficient, we can get government effective, and we can make government accountable. We don't have to lose any money because of pilferage or because of interaction or people, Kenyans having to bribe anybody to have access to any government service. I know members of parliament like Mr. Lelmengit here, they were waiting for government to give them the Hustler Fund money so that they can go and set up an office and distribute the money to their supporters. I'm sorry, Mr. Lelmengit and your group, that it was not possible. The digital platform assisted us, and we made things easier for you. You don't have to struggle identifying people. You don't have to be blamed for giving this guy and not giving the other guy. Technology has made a lot of things easy for us. Did you have something to say, Mheshimiwa?
Yes, Your Excellency. I'm also a beneficiary of the Hustler Fund. From the first day, I borrowed 5,000 when you launched, 500 shillings when you launched. And now I can comfortably borrow 3,500. My savings is around 3,200. And we have voluntary savings and we have mandatory savings. Okay. So it depends. When it's you borrow, for example, you borrow 3,000 shillings, mandatory savings is 150 shillings.
Okay.
But we can also add on the voluntary savings.
Very good.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you, Your Excellency.